Yeah, sure.
Nathan Giede from The Citizen.
Somewhat, yeah.
So you're a featured columnist there.
Yeah. I write a column every week. It's called Right of Center, which is kind of funny because it's kind of a left-wing paper a little bit. It's a union shop, and pretty much everybody else who comments on there is, for the most part, fairly left-wing. So I'm out there by myself.
Left-wing paper in a Tory riding.
Yeah, there you go. Right now, whatever. I think the thing is that in Canada, it's just not like the United States. There's no such thing as red states and blue states in Canada, right? This is pretty, like, even as we saw in this last election, right? Tracy, beat Trent for second place in a riding that has gone to the Tories for years. It's the second safest riding in the country. Bob's is the only other one that's safer. I think it's only changed color once. This has changed color twice. So safest ridings in the country, and there was serious threats on this side anyway, and I think that's good for democracy, personally. But
so during the last election, you did a fair bit of campaigning with an independent, Sheldon Clare.
That's right, I did actually. I just couldn't campaign for Harper's team, and I couldn't campaign. I had problems with the way the nomination process had gone down. That's all water under the bridge now, because the fact of the matter is that the electorate has had their say, and I have faith in Elections Canada. I have faith that everything was executed properly and everything else. But when it comes to kind of that run up to that, it's still anyone's game. And I wanted this riding to be noticed, so Sheldon's an old family friend of mine, and I wanted the riding to be noticed. I wanted the riding to have people pay attention to it, and I wanted people who were, right of center, but independently minded, to have someone to have a voice for them. And there were a lot of people from all sides of the spectrum, quite frankly, that came out to support us.
We were talking with Richard Jack of the Green Party about not voting for that party platform, and it's kind of different once you're voting for an independent. It's kind of cool that you raise your voice for Sheldon.
Well, one of the big things was we worked on that platform together, and one of the things that I was really, really proud of the fact was it really was a platform that people could buy into on all sorts of levels. It talked about student debt relief. It talked about the need for seniors to step door to door. You know what? I don't think door to door can be safe for everyone. I don't believe that. But I do believe that seniors don't need to risk the ice and snow in certain parts of the country, especially here, to get their mail. So I think that's important. And again, addressing issues regarding veterans. Sheldon himself is a retired infantry officer. He was a cadet instructor for years, but he is a full-fledged infantry officer. He went through the same training. Did some stuff that cadet officers today don't do. And so again, he was able to appeal to that demographic and say, look, we can't just close veterans offices. We can't just have them go down to the Legion. The Legion is there for facilitating kind of the extracurriculars of coming back from war, not for dealing with PTSD. And we need to be honest about this and try and do things for veterans to help them after they come home. They put their lives on the line. It's not fair to treat them this unfairly. So we had a platform that I felt a lot of people could buy into and quite frankly could support from all sides of the spectrum. And I was really proud of that. So.
Yeah, and he said that his biggest campaigning goal was just to get people aware of the election and get people out and voting. And he felt very accomplished in that aspect.
Yeah. No, we were very happy, very, very happy. And again, we made friends with everybody along the campaign trail, honestly. And I think that Sheldon being there, back when the nomination was first over for the Conservative nomination, I said that one of the things that Todd was going to have to work on, and this was long before I thought about helping an independent or anything else, or letting my membership lapse in the party. And I said he's going to need to work on his delivery, and he's going to need to be pretty upfront with voters. He's going to need to build up that trust, because he can't just ride Dick's coattails. He can't. Dick Harris is gone. He's gone. He's not here anymore. You've got to build your own base. You've got to build your own support. And honestly, I think that Sheldon being there, and honestly the strong candidacy of Sheldon, Tracy, and Trent, it helped, and Richard as well, helped push Todd to actually have to answer those questions, And it could have been a free ride. There could have been really bad nominations here. There could have been candidates that weren't able to push Todd. They were, and people got a better representative out of that. They did, because that helps refine his skills and prepare him for now opposition, but for debate in the House. It's a very important part of being a parliamentarian.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So let's switch tracks here. We were here to talk about a film that was made in Prince George called The Hit to Pass.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, it's been 2 years now since I gave that interview. And that's actually the last time I was interviewed on camera. Everything else has been just on the radio and whatever else. But it was an amazing experience. I really enjoyed it. It was really cool.
Is that your first time in the movie industry, movie making, or?
Yeah, it is. It's funny, you know. That interview was like probably 70 minutes long, and if you've seen the film, the chunk that I'm in, it's 17 minutes itself. It doesn't feel that long, but it is, and it is uncut. There is no panning, you know. There's no flipping between two cameras. There was one camera set up, right, and a microphone over here somewhere, and my interviewees were kind of beside the camera, so it kind of looked like I was looking at the camera, not straight at the camera, but this way, you know.
Yeah.
And the camera just rolled, and the mic was just on, and they asked me questions, right? But the things just went, and there's no structure, there's no scripting, there's no prompting. There's the questions, but I mean, there was no rehearsal, and that was one take. And so I think even as a film itself, in that respect, the interview, I think a lot of people don't know that side of it, and it's actually kind of cool that that's what it is. It's 17 minutes that Kurt found in however long that interview was, and he went, that's what I want, and he put it in the film.
Mm-hmm. It was a very interesting part of the film. In fact, it's probably my favorite part. But I felt that it wasn't very much related to The Hit to Pass. You weren't really talking about that. It was very personal.
Mm-hmm. No, and you know, this is kind of a funny thing. Like, I've seen the movie only twice now. I'll see it again when it comes up online. So from beginning to end, I was there for the premiere at Pagera last summer, and not this last summer, but the summer before. And I was there, when else? So I was there at Pagera in 2014, and then I saw it again in 2015 in spring when it was in Vancouver at the I don't know if that was international. No, that was DOC. That was DOC. And so it was a documentary film festival in Vancouver, and I was a part of a talk back there as well. And you're right, it doesn't have a lot to do with the film itself, or with what the first half of the film is. And I've kind of thought about it again and again and again about why did Kurt choose this? And I'm sure he has his own opinion, but as far as I can tell, the entire film is very personal. It's a very personal thing, and what the intimacy of a son and a father building something together, an old story, right? An old story, and the idea of them performing this act together. It's a very intimate, close to heart sort of story, even if it is told through, you know, the redneck vision of Hit to Pass, but it's brilliant, and it really does appeal to people. And I think the flip side of that is Kurt went, and now we're going to go expository, right? And you have this interview that is very personal, and it kind of feeds into the rest of it. And it says, this is a very personal story. Look at that personal interaction that we saw before. It's, you know, it's using two different ways of storytelling, I guess. That would be my assumption for why he did what he did. But
So Kurt Walker was the director of this film, and he's releasing it online November 9th.
That's right.
So we'll put the link right here where you can watch it. You could also look it up in the description, and we have a clip to show, which we'll show right now. So there you have it.
Yeah,
Hit to pass.
Hit to pass. You know, it was amazing to be a part of this production. The film has gone all over the world, which, you know, I would not have known that. I actually, the interview took place not far from here. It took place on Nation Crescent, actually, because I was living there at the time. And if that doesn't spell Prince George, I don't know what does. So that's where the interview was taken. And, you know, 2 years ago, I had no idea that it would have the success it had. It won best documentary film, and it was brand new, I think. So it was like first time documentary filmmaker in Lisbon, Portugal, of all places, at a university conference. And that's what kind of started the cascade of going around to different festivals, because they were already in Europe and they got that prestige in Portugal. And so the film started bouncing around to different countries in Europe before it came back to North America and bounced around here. They managed to get to a couple of different screenings around Europe. I don't know how many they got to in the United States. Actually, the description that Kurt uses for the movie, you know, 2 circles, not quite in sync, you can find it on Imgur. There will be a link for that. I'm sure we can throw that on there. But the description he uses is actually a review from a buddy of theirs in Brooklyn, and the film went there as well for a festival. So it went all over the place. I had no idea that would happen, and so I don't know. Some people, you know, really loved the bit I'm in. Some people hated it, and people were very, very honest with their opinion on both sides. But the point is that it's just been so cool to be a part of this creative process. And I think that it's really kind of my own experience in just kind of the rawness of what a lot of our generation does. You know, they slap things together, whether they're putting it, you know, up on the internet, or whether they're doing art or doing an open mic or whatever. It was from the heart, and I got to be a part of that. And it's just something I think the beauty of it, the expression of it, is something rare. And it was cool to see. It was cool to be a part of. I'm humbled even to this day.
I'm really excited that it's coming online. I've wanted to see this movie for a long time, ever since I found out it was happening. I couldn't attend the one screening that happened in Prince George, and it's pretty good that it's coming to the internet for everyone to see.
It was an absolutely remarkable screening too, because it happened in the middle of like one of the worst thunderstorms in PG like ever. I had never even seen anything like it. We start the screening, it's getting dark. Camera, you know, like the projector's on, the screen's like this bed sheet on the Pagera, you know, fence. And this is the funny thing, right? Because it's just redneck city, right? Like it's just people who love trucks and everything else, and they know how to fix things. I don't know how to fix things, and I'm sitting there, right? And we're outside, so I've got a cigarette in my mouth, and I look up, and I'm like, uh-oh, and it just starts pissing on us. It's just torrential. They like put tarps over the speakers, and we stay through the whole thing. Like the movie, there's like 60 people there, and we watch the whole movie, and it's just pissing on us for most of the time. People are like mixing drinks, like it just.
Everybody, Giede,
Yeah. It was insane. It was a great experience. That was the screening experience.
Wow.
Live in 3D
At Pagera.
getting rain.
Right on. Well, thanks a lot, Nathan, for coming. We appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Have a good one, guys.
Well, I packed my stuff and hopped in that truck, take the Chevy up out the sticks. Well, she broke my heart and left me to cover it. Well, I bought some whiskey and I bought some rye, and I had myself a grand old time. That's the best 2 weeks that I ever spent. Well, it's a doggone thrill to be swinging moon, but I'll be leaving soon, don't cry. My boozing days are numbered, girl, and I'll be rambling till I die. Well, I always promised that I'd never fail, so I brought that big step to the trailer. Butterflies in my stomach from the beer in her eye. Well, I don't claim to be a boaster, but woman, you got my toast, and now I come down here, now hell, I came back for one more ride. Well, it's a doggone thrill to be swinging moon, but I believe it soon. Don't cry. My boozing days are numbered, girl, and I'll be rambling till I die. Well, she looked at me, cut she seemed, coming close, boy, listen to me. Pick one or the other, 'cause I'm gonna leave. Well, it's me or the moon, that's my tune. You can have my love, you can hit the saloon. I'll be gone so fast that you won't believe. Well, it's a doggone thrill to be swinging moon, but I believe it soon. Don't cry. My boozing days are numbered, girl, but I'll be rambling till I die. You know, when I thought to myself for a second, and I looked at her, and you know what I said? I could have this thing that I love, or this thing that's ruining my life. And I thought to myself, I smiled and I said, you know what? You better bring me that moonshine. Well, it's a doggone thrill to be swinging moon, but I believe it soon. Don't cry. My boozing days are numbered, girl, but I'll be rambling till I die. Well, it's a doggone thrill to be swinging moon, but I believe it soon. Don't cry. My boozing days are numbered, girl, but I'll be rambling till I die.
So we're here with Julian Muldoe, JP, and Karl of Whisky Fingers.
I'm never here.
Karl,
Oh, that's my name on the pizza box.
isn't your name spelled with a C?
That's right.
That's right, okay, Julian. So how long have you been playing guitar for?
I think I started about when I was 8. Somewhere around there. I picked it up at a cousin's house. We just went from there teaching each other stuff back and forth.
Why don't you tell us a bit about Whisky Fingers?
So I first met Ryan in 2012, I believe, maybe 2011. And we ended up jamming together up at the university in that little, I don't even know what they call it. Do you know what they call that little overhanging thing at the university?
Oh, no.
No, like yeah, so an outdoor thing, and we ended up jamming there. I think it was like -10. And so my guitar kept going out of tune, and his banjo kept going out of tune, and it was awful. But we had so much fun that we just decided to keep jamming, and it went from there, and all of a sudden we were playing at the school, and people were telling us that we were good, and so we're like, why don't we play shows? So we just started playing shows.
That's awesome. So when did Karl enter the picture?
Karl entered the picture about a year and a half, somewhere between a year and a half, 2 years later. We had always wanted to expand on our sound because just having a guitar and a banjo is kind of, flat almost. And so we wanted to have like a violin or a mandolin or a stand-up bass or something like that. And we were searching around and we couldn't really find anybody who was really all that interested, so I begged Karl into it.
Up the bass.
Yeah. And I think Karl actually pretty got into it right off the bat.
Did you enjoy your time there?
Oh, it was awesome. And later on, we'll sing a song for Ryan, who is, what is Ryan up to now?
I wanted to say Ryan had died in a bear wrestling accident in a pool.
He gave us his own explanation too, right?
Yeah, he said he's pursuing his dream of herding rabbits, which is true.
Nothing? It's just our ghost Bob.
Which is true, he's actually
Was that Ryan right there?
Yeah.
Ryan!
His spirit is here.
So Garrett, what is your favorite Whisky Finger song?
My favorite one is Fire in the Snow.
That's a good one.
We're not even playing it on this episode.
Nope.
So you're gonna have to do your searching on YouTube and find it yourself, but it's great. I think I have a version of it on my account.
You might, yeah.
Yeah, and he did it up at C4. That was actually pre-Karl.
That was pretty
What
cool.
is your favorite Whisky Finger song?
Mine?
Yeah.
It's Export Days.
That's your
Export
favorite
Days is
song.
my 110% favorite song.
That's good.
I love that song so much.
And Scott Dunbar's is Moonshine?
Oh yeah, he likes Moonshine Romance. Scotty Dunbar came to our show once and he's like, who wrote that song? And I was like, I did. And he's like, no you didn't. I was like, yeah I did. And he's like, it sounds like Hank Williams. You did not write that song. I was like, no I did.
That's a big compliment right there.
Yeah, I know. I
And
was
then
like,
Scotty Dunbar went, Get out!
Like Lane Venice.
Yeah. He actually hopped up on stage one show. I guess him and Ryan had made an agreement beforehand. Like, he asked Ryan, "Oh, can I come up and jam with you guys and play, washboard?" And Ryan was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." And Ryan got hammered that night. Hammered, absolutely out of his mind drunk. And we were playing a song, and I didn't know Scotty at this time. I had no idea who Scotty was. And this guy hops up on stage and he starts playing and singing along with us, and I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? And so I'm playing, and the verse ends, and I'm like, okay, let's just let him play around on his washboard. And I look over at Ryan, I'm like, who is this guy? And Ryan just goes, I don't know, just to fuck with me.
Oh, that's so
And he
good.
played 3 or 4 songs with us, and it was really cool. And we actually invited him to play with us, but he's so busy, right? So, yeah.
Alright, so Whiskey Fingers, I guess, is it officially broken up?
I
You
wouldn't
guys-
say
It's on hiatus.
On
It's not
hiatus.
broken up though. No.
Right.
indefinite hiatus.
Indefinite.
We're kind of like System of a Down. So they're not coming back, but who knows? We might.
Well, in the meantime, you both actually play in another band in different positions, actually.
Yeah.
While you still continue on singing.
Yeah.
But that's it. You drop the guitar,
Yeah.
and Karl dropped the bass, and he's on the drums. So, can you tell us a bit about that?
Studio 720 is a band that I played with in a previous version. A couple years ago, I started playing with them when we were called Sweet Hostage, which is an homage to Prince George band's Sweet
Sweet
Hostage,
Hostage.
right? Yeah.
Q vinyl.
Yeah, we should have stuck it out.
Yeah, our guitarist's dad was actually in Sweet Hostage, and we just said, that's such a good name, can we just use it? Can we keep it going? And he reluctantly said yes, and we were like, okay, yeah, let's use it. And we used it for a while, and then we kind of just disbanded, just losing interest.
Mm-hmm.
And then our bassist died in a car crash, and we all got back together and played the funeral. And we decided, let's do this again. And then we filled the bass player position, and then on the way to our first practice, our drummer got arrested. So
Stories.
yeah, so we're like, I know a guy, and then I suckered Karl to that one again.
It always seems like Karl's being tricked into these.
I know.
He tells me there's candy, and there's never candy.
The entirety of my music career is like, how can I get Karl to do this?
Why did you be playing music for so long
Yeah.
together?
Your guys' first band was together in high school in
Yeah.
Hazleton.
We were 13 years old, so we've almost been playing music for a decade together now,
Yeah.
which is pretty incredible.
A few months away, huh?
Yeah.
It's kind of like Mick Jagger and Keith Richards.
Sheila. Which is generally what he calls him.
Alright, well, we have a lot of music to play. I guess we'll just show the people what Whiskey Fingers is about. And
Yeah.
Got the Whiskey Fingers!
Well, that salt's in my lungs, it breathes out mighty strong. In between my teeth and right up on my tongue. I'm taking on some order from the day it gets seeping through. And I owe this verse to my soul, so it's overboard with you. Well, I know right where I've been, but I don't know where I'm going. And I got a lot to lose as long as that water's flowing. So please, darling, let me sail. So please, darling, let me sail. Well, that bunk in my bow, I sleep in new seas. It's reserved for whiskey bottles and dirt cheap floozies. I got barnacles growing on my skin. I'm getting sick again. Hell or high water, jumping off the deep end. And my back is rolling off water. And my stacks smoke like me. And my gas is flowing to order. Yes, my voyage remains incomplete. Well, I know right where I've been, but I don't know where I'm going. And I got a lot to lose as long as that water's flowing. So please, darling, Backdoor J, I'm rolling through the hay, trying to steal me your mama's sweet pie. Hanging in the windowsill, I couldn't keep me still, had to pop up and see myself high. Slapped across the face and shoved up by the gate, pushed off of the land by her guy. Not worth the stress, I'm a wolf in sheep's dress, ain't no godly preacher man am I. Chicken run, all sorts of fun, I'm running out of time under the gun. Chicken run, when will the end it comes, when the good Lord lets you down, you have some fun. Pitchfork in the air, got every single stair, running my bare button down the street. And I'm catching good wind, despite all of my sins, just don't want to get them back in those sheets. She heard me through the walls, pulling up my drawers, caught me red-handed in the blue. Safe to say I know, never will I show my face in the town, it's Timbuktu. Chicken run, when will the end it comes, when the good Lord lets you down, you have some fun. Chicken run, when will the end it comes, when the good Lord lets you down, you have some fun. Go ahead, Ryan. Chicken run, it's all breeds of fun, I'm running out of time under the gun. Chicken run, when will the end it comes, when the good Lord lets you down, you have some fun.
Alright, so we're getting ready for another exciting segment of jamming with Garrett and Karl. But before we start, I heard you're really good at sweeps. And I've been practicing up my bass
I'm not
sweeps.
good at sweeps.
So I was hoping I was well, can you get a little taste, and maybe that could be better than you. That sounds pretty metal. You want to see my bass sweeps?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Oh yeah.
Wow, this guy.
Like the bumblebee. Alright, Garrett, why don't you start us off?
Alright, let's do the blues jam.
What are we doing?
Thanks for the banjo solo, man.
It's kick ass. It's the best one I've ever heard you do.
I like the.
That was the first time I've ever played the bass. It must be my black heritage.
That's racist.
Well, that cocaine habit is mighty bad. It's the worst stone habit that I ever had. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whiff on me. Take a whiff on me, take a whiff on me. Sit on you around and take a whiff on me. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whiff on me. Well, I went to Mr. Lemon's in a lope. Got a sign on the window said no more dope. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whiff on me. Take a whiff on me, take a whiff on me. Sit all you around and take a whiff on me. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whiff on me. Go ahead, Ryan. Well, I got a nickel and you got a dime. You buy the coke and I'll buy the wine. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whiff on me. Take a whiff on me, take a whiff on me. I said, oh, you round and take a whiff on me. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whiff on me. Coke is for us, Lord, it ain't for men. On the doctor say kill you, but he can't say when. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whip on me. Take a whip on me, take a whip on me. I sit all you around and take a whip on me. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whip on me. Take a whip on me, take a whip on me. I sit all you around and take a whip on me. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whip on me. I'll keep it rolling, boys. Take a whip on me, take a whip on me. I sit all you around and take a whip on me. I said, hey, hey, honey, take a whip on me. One glad morning, when this life is over, I'll fly away to that home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Only a few more dreary days and then I'll fly away. No more dreary days and never end. I'll fly away in morning. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning, that's right, when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. One glad morning when this life is over, I'll fly away to that home on God's celestial shore. I'll fly away in the morning. I'll fly away, oh glory. I'll fly away in the morning when I die. Hallelujah, by and by. I'll fly away. Oh, that's right. I got blisters on me, sisters, boys.
That's solid. Boom. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it.
Garrett and Karl's got nice. Like the records on the wall, that's great.
The Paul Stanley one is new.
Wow. 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 I had a buddy who was passing away from cancer. He was an older fellow, and I worked for him for a few years as a laborer just in his garden and whatever. And he had all these original LPs, like, because he bought them in the 70s, right? And so he had actually Exile on Main Street, but Stones, which is a great album, right? And he's like, I want you to have this, and I'm like I just about bawled right there, you know. It was just, it was such a powerful moment, and it is a great album. So, and got my turntable together, and it was great, just great. Think about him every time I listen to it.
If you look at the backstory of that album, they were exiled actually from Britain, hey, because they didn't pay their taxes or something like that. Yeah. So.
Just touring the South, picking up sounds.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's good stuff.
All right, let's get this on the road.